In this section of 5.2, we're going to find the exact value of the expression given using a sum or difference identity. So that's our hint of what to use. Some simplifications may involve using symmetry in the formulas for negatives. So I'm going to use number 10 for our example here. And I know that cosine of negative x equals cosine of x. Because I remember that symmetry of that circle. If I go up or if I go down, I still get the same x value. So this equals cosine of negative 5 pi over 12 equals cosine of 5 pi over 12. But that's not a standard angle on my unit circle, so I need to do a little math, and my hint here was to use a sum or difference identity. So if I pull out my unit circle, with 12 in the denominator, it would be much easier to see what adds up to 5 pi over 12 if everything had 12 in the denominator. And everything can, because, the unit circle is really split into 12 pieces all the way around. But each pi is split into 6. So if I just, I'll add these in, I don't know, purple. I guess I'll be blue. Okay, so pi over 6 is equivalent to 2 pi over 12. And then 4 over pi is equal to 3 pi over 12. And then 3 over pi over 3, is 4 pi over 12. We don't have 5 pi over 12, which is what we're trying to find, but we can keep going in that process. 6 pi over 12, but again, we don't have 7. 8 pi over 12, 9 pi over 12, 10 pi over 12, and of course 12 pi over 12 at pi. We didn't really need to go that far, but I just wanted to demonstrate that you can express all of these in terms of denominator of 12 to make some of these problems easier with that 12 in the denominator. So for this one, we need 5 pi. So if I look at 3 pi over 12 plus 2 pi over 12, I get 5 pi 12. So I'm going to split this cosine of 5 pi over 12 into a sum identity of 3 pi over 12 and 2 pi over 12. My sum identity for cosine looks like I have the trig function twice. On the left, I flip the sign, so since I have a plus there, I'll do a minus. And then I have the other trig function twice. And I have the first angle, second angle, second angle. Okay, so now these are angles that I have. So this is this first, I'm going to do some purple now. These two, cosine of pi over 12 times cosine 2 pi over 12, that is this times this on my unit circle. So that's radical 2 over 2 times radical 3 over 2. And then my sines are those y values, so this guy times that guy. So I have radical 2 over 2 times 1 over 2. And my subtraction sign. So simplifying, I get radical 6 over 2 and radical 2 over 2. And I still have that minus in the middle. So I can combine those fractions since I have a common denominator, which gives me radical 6 minus radical 2 over 2.